Let's start with gentle rolling of the spine. Rolling over the sitting bones, the lower back rounds and arches. And then let's roll the whole spine, rounding like a cat and arching. Now imagine there is a large pot in between your knees. So maybe this all is a huge pot and your torso is a spoon stirring porridge in this pot. Can you keep the back long as you rotate? Clockwise and counterclockwise. Okay, and now let's change the cross of the legs. Of course, you can always put some cushions under your knees to make yourself more comfortable and adjust the height of your seat. And let's draw a rainbow on the floor in front. And you can move hands one by one. Or you can move them together if that's too easy. Long back, soft shoulders. And then let's slide away. Again, long back. The sitting bones firm on the seat. And let's open the hands out to the sides gradually, as if drawing sun rays. You can use paper plates here as well to slide on your floor. And then let's go back towards the center. Drawing lines of sun rays. Okay, and then let's walk the hands all the way to the left. Fingertips even. And all the way to the right. Long back. Let's place the palm here on the side. Inhale, and as you exhale, reach through the arm and stay here, breathing into the side body. Allowing the rib cage to expand effortlessly. Breathing into the left side of the waist or the right, whichever side you are on, allowing the rib cage to soften. And then let's bring the other hand down and just move softly from side to side, minimum possible effort. The sitting bones firm on the ground, the back toe. Reaching through the arm diagonally. And let's stay now on the other side. So whichever side you did first, now you do the opposite. And again, breathing into the side body as you reach across. With every exhalation, allow the side of the waist to soften. Allow the rib cage to expand effortlessly. And if you want, you can imagine someone gently pulling your hand. So you are really lengthening diagonally as the other hand is pressing down. And again, let's make it into a dynamic movement. Moving from left to right, reaching across soft arm. And if you like, you can visualize this movement as swaying of reeds, or some other movement in nature that you find calming. And think of your sitting bones as the roots, so they stay firmly planted. As your arms move softly, the torso soft, following the movement of the arms, but the sitting bones firmly planted. And now you can open one leg out to the side. And again, we sit on the sitting bones, so the little bony protruded bits at the bottom of your pelvis. And flex the foot here, so we have the back of the leg on the ground. As you inhale, bring the arms up. As you exhale, fold forward as far as you can along the leg, long back. And then walk the hands or slide the hands up and down the leg as you breathe softly at your own pace. And with the next breath out, let's extend the arm diagonally out. And as you exhale again, bring the arms down. And now let's open with the exhalation and release down. So again, you don't need to force the stretch. So let's stay where you feel it's comfortable and you can keep your sitting bones on the ground. Again, we have the sitting bones firmly planted and the arms and the torso soft. You can exhale as you reach. And slide back up. Okay. And now we can face the straight leg. So twist, long back, and think of scooping something, let's say scooping sand. Maybe you are on a beach and there is beautiful sparkly silver sand. And imagine scooping this sand with your hands. And as you exhale, sprinkling it all around. You can even use a long exhalation here. Let's do that. So inhale, and as you exhale, scoop and spread. Inhale and scoop and spread. Then the other leg. Again, make sure the weight is on the sitting bones. And the sitting bones stay grounded, stay firmly planted on the ground like roots. And let's start with just lowering the body down the legs, so sliding up and down the thigh. Can you keep the back long? Okay, and then slide all the way down as far as you can without changing the curves of your spine. So we don't want the lower back to round. And for you, if you feel very stiff today, this might be here, and that's completely fine. So just explore how far your body wants to go today. And then as you exhale, reach out and up. Inhale down, exhale, reach diagonally out and up. And we use the voiced exhalation to make this movement more active, to engage the deeper layers of the abdominal muscles. And then place the hand on the side, and let's change the hands. The same principle as at the beginning in the crossed leg position. So we want the sitting bones to be the roots and the torso to be a stem of a reed, or some flower or a tree swaying in the wind while the roots stay grounded. And again, you can go much slower here. Choose your own pace. Okay, and then let's twist the torso towards the straight leg, and as you exhale, fold over the leg again. And now let's go back to the silver sand sequence. So as you exhale, imagine scooping the sand and sprinkling. Long back. And we keep the back of the leg active by keeping the ankle flexed, so the toes pointing up. You can feel the difference if you just relax the foot. There won't be that much muscle activation in the back of the leg. So let's keep the toes pointing up. Let's bring the feet together. Again, the weight on the sitting bones. Press into the soles of the feet, and let's just flap the knees up and down. We don't worry about bringing the knees to the floor, but just enjoying the softness of this movement. You can visualize a butterfly flying or a bird. This effortless flapping of wings. And again, let's play with this contrast of the firmness, the groundedness of the sitting bones and the pressure through the feet into each other, and this softness of the movement of the knees. Can you embody both the groundedness, the firmness of pressure of the sitting bones into the floor and the softness of the movement of the knees. Similar to flapping of wings effortlessly. Okay, and then let's swing one leg behind, and you can see if you can press the foot into the inner thigh. Okay, you might want to prop a little bit higher, so if you want, grab one more cushion and raise your hips if this does not feel comfortable yet. And then again, let's roll over the sitting bones. And now let's rotate gently into the foot, allowing the pressure of the foot to gently stretch the inner thigh. Okay, and then we can reach up, and keeping this length, twist away from the foot. So we stay here for a moment, lengthen up again and twist the other way. And let's lengthen up and change the side. So again, swing the leg behind. Now we are doing the other side. The sitting bones on the floor. And roll over the sitting bones, rounding and arching the lower back. If you want, you can think of your pelvis as a bowl of soup here. So you are gently tilting that bowl to spill soup forward and to spill soup back. Okay. And then again, let's rotate into the foot. So whichever direction that is for you, depending which side you did first. Allowing the gentle pressure of the foot to stretch the inner thigh comfortably as you roll. Okay, and then again we lengthen up. If you want, you can interlace the fingers. And twist one way, staying tall. Just breathe there for a couple of moments. And then again, lengthen up and twist the other way. Lengthen up, interlace the fingers. Take a couple of deep breaths, allowing the sides of the body to lengthen and release. And let's go back into any kind of comfortable sitting position. Here, I call this movement picking the orange. You can imagine having an orange under your chin and trying to keep that orange in place while sliding the head back and up. So we don't want to drop the orange as we slide the head back and up. And we can finish with a couple of shoulder rolls. And rolling the whole spine the same as we started. And take a moment to just notice how your body feels right now. Maybe you feel more energized, sitting taller, more comfortable in your body. And however you feel and whatever you have found after this practice, you can keep this feeling with you throughout the day today. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.